down to just one. She kind of looks into the wagon. Robin is still either sleeping or slowly getting up. As I said, it's just barely. The light is in the sky, but the sun has not come up yet. And so, well, I'm told your crew was very helpful. It might be a good time to give them a bit of a rest. I have my own captain of the caravan guard has informed me that one of the emissaries is willing to have their guards work for the caravan for a bit. And he seems to be very impressed with his crew. So they will be taking over your shifts, or the shifts of your guards, for a bit, if you don't mind. Well, that's unexpected. Did they come with good recommendations? Well, my guard captain seems to think that they'll be good men, that they'll be very good. So your crew is, why don't we say, on a temporary break. We'll let the dwarf finish out his rounds for the day, and then we'll have you guys take a break. Still helping, obviously, with your stuff, Galdo, but the caravan as a whole will not be needing your services for a while.
This is highly suspicious.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Galdo says, well, Wayland, if you're sure. Yes, I'm sure. Besides, you're missing assistants, and it is coincidentally time that I am missing the notes for my ledger for this trip. I am hoping that it turns up very, very soon. And she says, I'll send the new crew over to collect the bands. And if you want to give them any information, or if your guards want to give them any information about the best to patrol, that'd be very helpful. But otherwise, I'll slot them right into the rotation. And she downs the tea that Galdo had handed her, and then stalks off.
Did Trym hear any of this going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Alvin there as well?
Yeah. You guys are, Galdo was in the wagon. You guys are outside of the wagon. Most of your sleeping gear is outside, and bedrolls and such. And so Galdo had come out of the wagon to talk to her. And she's a dwarf that doesn't really believe in whispering a lot. So her voice carries. She didn't seem angry.
Okay. Trym is just biting her tongue until Boila leaves, and then she's gonna move up to Galdo and be like, what in Hellhound's butt was that about? Putting us on temporary break?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, there's the possibility that she suspects me of not working with the caravan at this time. Maybe something to do with her notes missing. Maybe something to do with the fact that we seem to have a lot of attacks on this trip. Much more than normally a caravan might see. But it is a large caravan, so I don't consider it that surprising. But probably the most suspicious is that I came at the start of this caravan this trip with 3 assistants. Well, 2, and because one was replacing one who had perished under suspicious circumstances.
What emissary was she referring to?
Well, I can only think that it is one of the emissaries that is supposed to be working with the serving as a diplomat to the giants in the north.
Okay.
They did come with quite a few guards.
And do we know anything more about them than that?
The giants or the guards?
The guards.
No, I only saw these guards in passing. I know that the emissary had about 8 guards that were not part of the caravan, but personal guards. Probably because maybe these guys are giant hunters. They didn't look that intimidating to me.
Sheesh. Well, few are intimidating. Just saying. Do we know anything more about the emissary?
Yeah, she said the emissary was impressed with us specifically? Or did I misunderstand that?
Well, I believe she implied that the emissary knew of your fighting skills, but I don't know that you've ever met the emissary to the giants, have you?
I don't believe I've ever met an emissary or a giant. Or a giant emissary. Or an emissary to the giants.
Well, if the emissary was actually a giant, you would notice because the carriage would be very large, but I believe this is a standard-sized human emissary.
I saw a purple woman last night. Would she count?
A purple woman?
She was purple.
I have not seen her. Is she a passenger, maybe?
I don't know. She kind of just ducked away when she saw me coming. I assume she was embarrassed. I'd be embarrassed if I was purple.
No, you wouldn't, because if you were purple, then that would be all you would know.
But I would know everyone else isn't purple.
Well, you might have a point there. Unless you just thought that they were all strange and were embarrassed.
That's possible.
Anyway, I'm not taking kindly to this idea of somebody else taking over my shifts and just scooting me off to the side like some annoying little child or something. It's not sitting well with me. I don't like it at all.
Do you want to go talk to the emissary?
I have half a mind to. And she looks at Galda.
Where's the other half?
The other half is kind of telling me that's a bad idea. I don't know.
Galdo says, well, and kind of looks around. At this point, I should say that Boila has some right to be suspicious. I did manage to slip a page out of her ledger, so I have. Well, last night they were rather busy, and so I thought it would be a good idea to find out what she had for information about the people of the caravan. But I have to admit that I was in a rush and I tugged a piece of paper. It wasn't quite what I was looking for. I was hoping to find out more about the merchants. But I'll hand this over to you if you don't mind kind of looking it over, thinking about who you've met while you were on guard duty. and then seeing if you might be able to return it to Buela's ledger when you're done with it.
How exactly are we supposed to do that?
Oh, she does sleep. Dwarves do sleep, and or maybe at the next chaotic battle, since you guys will not be fighting. Well, unless I'm personally under attack.
That's a good point.
Or maybe I could just hand it to her and say that I found it lying around.
If she already suspects us, I doubt that would do anything but confirm her suspicions.
Aye, that's true. But I'm not the most stealthy a person to be doing this job.
Yeah, maybe we could hand it to Wildy or something.
Oh, that reeks of a bad idea.
If we place it in such a way that he used to naturally stumble upon it, somewhere away from us in our caravan, or our wagon, that is.
That's an idea. Trym's gonna look at the page and see what it maybe says.
Okay. Alvin, are you looking with her? I'll
Yes.
actually just slide you guys over.
Yes.
Okay, as you look, for a gruff dwarf, she has very neat writing. There is a slight description of each carriage, and you guys have seen the carriages, so you're actually able to kind of picture which ones kind of go with the descriptions that she's got versus pictures. She doesn't have pictures really written, but you could just pretend.
Okay.
Okay.
And what I'll probably do is in between sessions, I'll kind of, as we add on to this, I'll just leave the party there. So if you guys ever want to look at it,
Okay, sounds
you
good.
can. Especially if something happens in some of the text play that you want to kind of refer to the list to figure out who you're talking to or might be talking to or other information.
Is number 7, or this number 7 card, the House of Evil Shield, is that the one that Alvin was at last night?
No, you were at the House of Roldegast.
Oh, that's right, it's Roll to Ghost. Wow, theirs is very fancy.
Yeah, I was about to say gaudy.
Okay.
It is. Usually there's a driver up on the top and at least 2 guards riding with him in the front and 2 in the back.
Does this say assistant to assistants, like Downey, Grapp, Baron, Dole, and Emic, or like assistant to assistants?
Yeah, essentially it's just saying lower down on the peon scale.
Gotcha.
Lackeys.
What do the asterisks mean? New edition, I see, it's up here.
Yeah. So, especially for her guards, Buela tends to hire the same guards, and that's probably why she only uses first names for guards she's familiar with.
Wow, the guy's name is Chrome Rat. I thought Pork and Club was bad.
Snowy Crunk.
Welcome
Spear
back.
Jellyfish. Okay.
Guards are not going to like it, but you make fun of their names.
Trym and Alvin quietly snickered to each other.
So glad my mother and father actually liked me.
Oh, I didn't know my parents, but I like my name.
Your name is a very sensible one, especially for a human.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wildy's last name is Grumps.
Yes, it is. It is barely dawn. The
Okay.
sun hasn't even come up above the horizon at this point. But you are seeing among some of the camps, there's some stirring. Okay, and
Okay, I'm gonna tuck the paper away then. And I'm gonna ask Galdo, this paper, how many people do you suspect on it?
well, I actually suspect more of the merchants. In terms of the private company carriages, it's hard to say. They all are pretty secretive in some ways. They keep to themselves. You can't really see what's inside the carriages because the private guards tend to shoo people away and always be around. So we think that he looks around again. We think that the cultists have at least 3 or 4 carriages in this not carriages but vehicles in this caravan. So there might be one among the private carriages, but it's more likely that they're among the merchant wagons.
This is true. Well, I can't help but be a little suspicious of the idea that they possibly have a, I don't know what you would call it, but someone with a big name and a big face and can hide them behind their skirts, if you know what I mean.
Yes. I'm not sure how well connected cultists might be because some of these families, some of the noble families, especially of Waterdeep, might be very likely to hide different skeletons in their closet, why don't we say. However, I do believe that the 2 houses of Waterdeep, those are authentic people and carriages and vehicles.
Alright. Well,
Did we want to see about speaking to the emissary? If nothing else, then to thank them for relieving us temporarily.
that would seem reasonable, I suppose.
I'm curious to know how they know of us.
Yeah, it's early on. Why don't you guys have some breakfast first?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, I
Okay.
think.
He starts cooking, yeah, handing out tea if you guys want it, and he's got some porridge that's going.
Okay. Trym's also gonna go wake up Robin. Rise and shine, sleeping beauty. Time to get around.
And as you wake up, Robin, you notice that Kale's bedroll is empty.
What? Where has he gone off to? I don't like it when he sneaks off.
So you're gonna have to try really hard to wake her up because, like I said, Robin sleeps pretty soundly.
She's gonna grab her and shake her. Breakfast is a cooking. We've got tea. We're gonna eat it all, and then we're gonna go see a giant. Or an emissary.
A giant emissary.
That's it.
Robin slowly comes around.
Up and at him, girl. Move along. Come on. Time to get up. Get your boots on the ground. And then Trym's gonna get out of the wagon and ask just everyone in general, has anyone seen where Leafhead went? Because he's not in the wagon.
No.
Oh, this makes me very uncomfortable when he leaves.
Yeah, he's usually fine. He can take care of himself most of the time.
Him taking care of himself is not what I'm worried about. Him taking care of anyone else who gets in his way is what I'm worried about.
That is a valid concern.
Yes, so as you guys are getting ready, eating the porridge that Galdo has fixed, the rest of the camp starts to stir a little bit. No one's really up, but except an occasional person who might get up and go use the bathroom or start to get some water for their own personal camps. 4 people approach the wagon. They are human, all 4 of them. They look very self-assured. One of them is in a shiny plate mail. Another one is in chainmail and has a big great axe, and there's another one who's not in any real armor whatsoever, but has a large polearm. And then there's a guy in robes who has kind of like the growings of a light peach fuzz type of beard.
How old do they look?
So they look actually pretty young, not as young as say Kale, but they are in the definitely young 20s type. They're not that old. The wizard looks like the guy in robes looks like he's trying to look a little older.
Oh, so they're all just a little bit older than Alvin then.
Yes. Yeah. Yo, the camp.
Oh, hello.
Hey. So the guy one of the guys without any armor says, yeah, Abuela sent us. So she said you'd have some stuff that we can use and maybe some knowledge for what we might come across as we leave our private sort of assignment and take on your duties.
Oh, are you the guards of the giant emissary?
We were hired by him, yes. But he has, why don't we say, kindly loaned us over to the caravan, knowing that there were some deficits to fill.
Oh, well, that was very kind of him. Trym, are you okay? Is your breakfast not good?
I just choking on some tea. I'm fine.
Yeah, so the guy in the plate mail, so, well, you should be more careful, little girl.
Come on, man.
Little girl. She just
Oh no, she's not a little girl.
stands up
She's
to her
not.
full height and stomps up to him. A little girl, you young man.
Oh, jeez.
Well, don't get all offended over little things.
Little things.
Okay, alright now.
Trym, it's too early for this.
Alvin's gonna kind of get up and stand between Trym and the gentleman.
Your armor is a little thing. That is the most pathetic armor I've ever seen, young man. And you ought to get that fixed up.
What do you know of armor? This is good armor. This is high quality armor. I paid top price for this armor.
She crosses her arms. Then you lost a lot of money there, lad. That is not good armor.
Nah, like I trust a little kid to tell me anything.
Little kid.
Oh, she's a halfling, not a kid.
At this time, the guy in robes steps in between, and he's all, "Okay, enough. Settle down. We're all on the same side, and
Well,
we
the
are
rest
just
of
here
us
to
might
help.
be.
We're just here to help. Just here to help."
She,
Yeah.
she, she's gonna round up the armbands, and she's gonna hand them to the wizard guy.
Thank you,
You're
young
welcome.
miss.
Make
Yes.
sure that they know what they're for, and they don't strangle themselves with it. Aye? Especially
I
that
will-
one.
Now, he's a good man and a very good fighter. All of these guys are good fighters, and it was thought, well, as captain of the guard, thought so that we should have some against the undead creatures, and on this trip with all these attacks, that we should have someone who's powerful and might have some connection with the arcane, and kind of like fiddles his fingers, and a little bit of sparks go off of it. Goes.
Nice fireworks show.
I've never seen magic look that small. Can they really sparks just be like that?
Yes. They're just for emphasis. You know, watch. It get bigger, and he goes, Faru, and there's bigger flames. And he goes, see?
Oh, that's what I'm used to. Lots of fire.
So tell me, does any of you in this crew know how to cure disease or heal anyone?
The guy in the plate mail says, yes, I am both a healer and a guard, and I fight for good and lawfulness.
Waffleness?
Yes.
I'm more of a pancake guy myself, but that's fine, I guess. I mean, whatever you like.
Lawfulness, not waffleness.
Oh, sir, you should enunciate better.
My God will carry me through.
And what god is that, if I may
None of your
ask?
business.
Oh,
That's an odd name for a god.
Well, I hope your god has supplied you with plenty enough of ability to be able to handle those worms. Nasty bits, those. So off you go, and hope I don't see you on the other side of life too soon.
Oh,
I intend
well,
to stay alive a little longer.
we'll be on patrol. We'll be through here quite frequently.
That was not what I was talking about. Never mind. Off you go.
I
Have
think
fun.
Didn't they want information, Trym?
On what? Clearly they know it all already.
Oh, do you
No,
know
just
it all
me.
already?
The guy who's in plate mail says, "No, just me, but these other guys might want a little information."
Oh,
And he
okay then.
nudges one of the other guys. Yeah, I want more.
Okay, what do you want more of?
Who's a good fighter among the guards?
You four are, right?
Well, yeah, of course we
Okay,
are.
next question.
But how about the other guards?
They don't really have much experience with any except these here and those over by House Oldergast. Those are private guards like you used to be.
Yes. Well, we felt that most people seem to be well trained and would be good in a fight. That would guard our backs, right? Who would be good at guarding our backs?
Like I said, I'm only familiar with our group here. I don't believe. Out of character, have we met any other guards?
I think you've talked to very few.
Yeah, I only remember talking to the guy who liked to spit a lot last night. Besides, and he didn't seem, all that friendly. So, in character. No, I'm afraid I'm not too familiar with the others, only our group here. There was a gentleman over by the Hauswoldergast camp who was very fond of his spittle. You might want to try talking to him?
And so the biggest guy of the group, the one that was in chainmail, who hasn't actually said anything, goes, "Oh, I think I know who you're talking about." Oh, yes.
Oh my god.
What?
That tea.
Are you okay?
Yes, of course. I think I know who you're talking about, though. That guy does. I think he does spit a lot, but he looks like he knows how to handle his weapon.
Alvin just stares at him. Alvin looks at the wizardly, I guess not wizardly, the guy with peach fuzz, and say, "Is he all right?"
Robin,
What?
is gonna presto some helium. I'm right in front of him.
In front of the wizard guy?
The guy who's speaking.
The other guy who is speaking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm absolutely fine. And then the wizard goes, "Yes, what's the problem?"
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
No. So, we will see you guys later. Come on. And he motions to the other guys, and they you see them like helping each other put on green armbands as they head off.
Okay, well, bye. Let me know if you need anything.
If you need
We
a
got
little, if you need a little help, just be sure to give out a little scream, and maybe a little person will come running to help you before you soil your britches.
Trym, did you call yourself a little?
I would never.
Oh.
She's like fuming at this point. She's just red in the face.
They seemed very nice. Though I am concerned for the larger man.
I don't know who in their right mind would put such greenhorns on duty, especially with the kind of undead we've been dealing with. They'll be dead by morning.
They seem fairly experienced to me. Why do you think they're greenhorns?
Long explanation, Alvin. Long explanation.
Okay.
There's always a possibility that they could surprise me, but between the armor and the weapons...
Well, if you're suspicious of them, shouldn't we check out the person who put them on duty?
I think that is an absolutely reasonable suggestion. Yep. Let's go talk to that emissary. How did they even get past Boiler? I mean, she was all like upset and concerned about you, Alvin, and it's like you're
She hit me with her axe.
Exactly.
She's not a nice lady.
Well, don't say that too loud. Dwarves can...
She's not a nice lady.
There you go.
Hey, I was just thinking about something.
Yes?
Well, let's go into the wagon. I was just thinking of something. I don't know if maybe I'm just thinking too hard or maybe not. But I'm just gonna say it anyways.
Alright, well, yeah, we can always take a little more thinking around here. I've heard it doesn't hurt.
Okay, so you guys climb into the wagon. Galdo's out putting out cleaning out the porridge that he had made.
Mm-hmm. So, I was just thinking of something. When we're... So, I'm gonna be... So, just thinking of something. When we're looking for these guys, I don't think they'll act... I think to do all this stuff, they'd actually probably have to have some clouds around here. So I think we should check out one of the more fancy carriages.
How would we go about doing that?
I don't know, but just a feeling I get. they wouldn't be able to do all this if they didn't have a good amount of clout. That would just be weird.
Yeah, or like Galdo said, I mean, if they had a merchant front, that would basically be enough. But I'm inclined to agree that I feel like they might be in league with someone.
Galdo seems the most experienced with these kind of things, and he recommended that we start with the merchant wagons, right?
Yeah, so far that hasn't turned up a lot. Still,
We certainly shouldn't.
Searching.
We certainly shouldn't turn a blind eye to the private carriages, but maybe the merchant wagon should be our priority.
Yeah, this is true. Here's an idea. Maybe Miss Robin could use her musical talents to over by the rich wagons and get all the rich people kind of involved. Did someone in our group have any mind-reading magical abilities?
Oh, that would be me.
Okay. So, perhaps if you sing a song about, I don't know, cultists or a cult or something like that, just to get the surface thoughts going on that, and you get all the nobles around to listen to your song, then maybe you could feed off that and find out some base stuff. Maybe.
You don't think that's a little heavy-handed? It might not just make them defensive?
She's just reading their
I think
surface
maybe
thoughts.
let's start off with something not quite like that. And first, have an idea.
Alright.
So, well, first we can check out that emissary. Yeah, I think we should do that first.
I'm inclined to agree. I'm curious how he knew of us. Especially if his guards don't seem to know anything of us.
Yeah. Well, we definitely need to check out the emissary, that's a given.
So I think we should do that first of all.
He might offer some sort of means for us to meet with the other nobles if necessary, too.
This is true.
Assuming he's a noble, I'm not sure really what status an emissary is.
Yeah. Don't much care for nobles all that much. Most of them seem like they're all like old Nick Stonehill or his rotten son.
I thought he was rather nice.
Who? His son?
Nix. His son was a little odd.
Hey, Alvin, you and I's interpretation of nice is completely different. And that's
Really?
probably a good thing.
Do you think I'm nice?
Oh yes, I think you're very nice.
I think you're nice.
Well,
What about me?
You are also nice.
Yay! See?
Do you think Robin's nice, Trym?
I think Robin is very nice.
See, you're not so different.
I don't think Nick Stonehill was very nice.
You also didn't like those 3 guards very much.
This
4
is
guards?
true.
4 guards.
4 guides. Yeah. Alright, well, if we're done with our breakfast, I say let's trot our way over to that emissary's little moving palace right away.
We should maybe wait for Aldrik to return? Out of character, does Aldrik go right to sleep when he gets back? He's supposed to be watching the carriage right now. Is it me? Alvin, that is? I know we're no longer on the guard schedule, but someone should be with the carriage, or the wagon. I keep saying carriage. Someone should be with the wagon just in case something goes wrong, right? Or should we rely on, the new guards to do it?
Right. Officially, well, Aldrich is supposed to finish out the shift with the caravan guards, which should take him till like a little past 8 in the morning.
And what time is it right now, approximately?
It is about dawn, so it's somewhere around 6.
Okay.
Camp hasn't opened yet. He is patrolling.
I think he goes to sleep immediately after he gets back. Or no, I can't remember. Has Aldrich had a long rest since the episode last night with the undead?
No.
Okay, then I think
because
we should.
he went immediately to guard duty.
Okay, then I think it'd probably be safe just to assume that he sleeps then, right? Maybe. Well, Kale's gone too. Crap. Should we? I guess we would talk to Galdo about it and ask what he thinks we should do. If one of us should stay, or if he'd be comfortable with all three of us going to talk to the emissary.
So you guys come out of the wagon to check with Galdo. He's actually talking to the young kid that you had met previously.
The one from the House Rodriguez
Yes.
wagon?
Yeah.
Oh. And Alvin says, "Oh, hello."
Hey, this porridge is very good.
Oh, yes, it is very tasty.
Yeah. Galdo makes it very good.
I was looking for you last night, but your guard said you were asleep. Were you okay in the attack and everything last night?
Oh, yeah. I was watching. It was really cool.
Yeah, that's one word for it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, my cousin
do
would
they
let
know-
me out, but it was really cool.
your cousin?
Yeah, she wouldn't let me out.
Is that the older lady?
Yeah. Doesn't she look like a prune?
Speak respectfully of your elders, young man.
But she just wants me, to study geography. She wants me to know about finances. She wants me to study about all the noble houses. Boring. Who cares?
Well, obviously the rich people do, because that's how they all get rich.
Oh, Trym, he's a lord.
Oh. That
Yep,
would
I'm a
explain-
lord. I'm just going to hire advisors to do all of that. Do I really need to know about finances? I don't think so.
That depends. If you want to stay rich, you should learn at least a few things.
I know money buys things.
Not everything, but yes.
Quite a few things. Not
Yes.
a longer life, I think.
So what else are you gonna do if you don't learn about that stuff? What are you gonna
Well,
spend your time doing?
I'm gonna be one of the masked lords. Except I'm told that I would have to have a stand-in because no one would trust a kid. But soon I won't be a kid.
One of the masked what?
There.
Oh, my cousin says I'm not supposed to tell people. Sorry.
Wait, does Alvin know? I know about it. Does Alvin know about this? The Masked Lords thing?
You can roll a history check.
I can't remember if someone told him or not.
Yeah, out of character, what I was told, right? I believe I was.
Yeah, I know this was explained at some point. I just can't remember if it was explained out of character or in character. My 5 says no.
Was it described in character or out of character? I don't remember.
If I remember, it's described out of character.
Oh, okay. Then Alvin has no idea what that means.
Okay. Yeah, Trym, having worked with the Order of the Aster, the Church of Lathander has people that they cater to in power. So
It'd
it also
be weird
has.
if I knew, but I roll anyways. Yep, it would be very weird if I knew.
So yeah, Trym knows that there are certain patrons among the lords of Waterdeep, and that working with the Order of the Aster, she also knows that there are the governing body of Waterdeep is almost a secretive society unto itself, and no one knows the lords except for the open lord of Waterdeep. She does know that, but she doesn't know how many lords of Waterdeep there are, how many masked lords, and how they come about, or anything like that.
Okay. Alright.
What is your name?
You want my full name, or just the? You can just call me Khan.
Khan. Okay, Khan it is. Is that
I'd like to
Kale?
know your full name.
Yeah,
What's your...
Connite or Peterson Chapman Field. Oh, sorry. Here. Oh. But you can just call me my lord. Or Khan.
So, a masked
Or
lord,
Lord.
huh? So, I assume that means you actually wear a mask, right?
Oh, well, I'm not him yet.
But when you will be one.
Yeah, my uncle died. He was the last masked lord. Except you aren't supposed to know that. It's supposed to be
Oh,
secret.
what was your uncle's name?
Uncle Downey?
Oh,
Con, does your cousin know you're here?
No. She's sleeping.
Um, I assume your guards don't know you're here either.
No. But sometimes they aren't very observant.
Yes, I heard rumor of that.
I wanted to look at those weird animals again. I'm going to buy some. Do you
Weird
think they have a
animals?
pixie?
What weird animals?
The ones that the merchants have.
The shiny fish.
No. Though I went by her cart, I didn't see her anywhere, which I thought was strange, because her birds and looked hungry.
Oh.
And she's such a nice woman.
Say again. I missed that. Her birds are what?
Her
They
bird-
looked hungry.
Oh.
I found some birdseed and I threw it at them, but I don't think I got them all. And some of it fell into the fish tanks, which wasn't good. So I stopped feeding them. Because I didn't want the fish to die if they ate the wrong stuff.
Makes sense.
Very bright lad.
Is your cousin the daughter of the last lord?
Yes.
Oh, so do males only inherit the title?
Yep. Females can, but only if there are none of us. And then the real Lord Roldagast, he's the non-masked Lord because I'm really not supposed to be telling you this. Will you stop asking me questions?
Oh, okay.
sorry, it's just so
Sorry.
fascinating.
I'm very curious.
I've never met a lord before, so this is quite fascinating.
I'm done talking. I think I'll go buy a pixie. You think they sell them?
Hey,
I
Could
don't.
be. Should we go check it out? I'm really fascinated by this now.
I'm a little concerned about how your cousin and your guards are going to react. How often do you slip away?
Well, where am I going to go? I'm going to stick with the caravan. I'm not stupid.
Oh, you certainly are not. But what if someone tries to hurt you while you're away from your guards?
Why would they try to hurt me?
Why would anyone try to hurt anyone?
No, the only way that there would be a problem is if they try to kidnap me and then tell my cousin that they need money for me.
yep, and there's plenty of poor people around here who might just do that.
No, I talked to a lot of the merchants and they say they're all making money, on this caravan trip. They won't need me.
Well, that's what they all say, laddie. But they didn't do finances in school, and all they learned to do was lie.
No.
I think if you want to go buy a pixie, you should probably take one of your guards with you, just to be on the safe side. It never hurts to be safe.
Are you guys for hire? I don't want to go back to them. I could pay you guys.
Hey, Barking Club, why don't you come with us? Well, we'll see those beasts together.
I was just thinking I can escort Khan here if you two want to continue with our previous decision. I'll escort him around and see him safely.
That seems reasonable.
Where are you guys going?
They're going to go see a giant emissary.
I want to see a giant emissary. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really?
Oh?
What's his name?
Well, I haven't really talked to him, but my cousin has. I think his name, I think she said his name is Fabian.
Fabian.
Yes. But he's not a lord. Did you say he was a lord? No, just an emissary. Yes. I think that would be very cool to talk to giants.
You've never met him yourself?
No.
Okay. Do you know which carriage this is?
Yeah, he's right by the animal carriages.
Well, that is rather convenient, isn't it?
Yes! Come on, let's go.
Yeah, let's all go.
We were going to talk to Galdo first, remember? We got distracted. Talking to, Con here.
I thought we already did.
Did we? Did I forget? Out of character, did we actually talk to Galdo?
No.
No.
Galdo's
not
watching you guys talk to Con.
Oh.
He's also looking at Con going,
That's what we're all doing at this point, I think.
Yeah, Alvin's worried about him, so Alvin's going to stay with Con.
Trym's gonna grab Galdo and pull him off to the side, and she's gonna wave at the others and, hey, the three of you talk about masks for a moment, and Portland Club, you should show him yours.
Oh, yeah. Alvin pulls out his purple dragon mask and his basilisk mask out of his pack and shows them. Say, "Oh, look, see, I have masks too."
wow, these are cool. Can I try one on?
Absolutely. Alvin hands him the basilisk mask. See, this one matches my pet, Bo.
What? Oh, hey, Bo's not a pixie though.
No, he's a basilisk.
Is he for sale?
No,
No.
No?
absolutely not.
I think he likes me.
I think he loves you, but he's not for sale.
No, he just bit. Come on. Ow!
He's been doing that a lot recently.
I don't think he likes me. It's the mask. He takes the mask off.
Oh, it must have been. It's
Look,
territorial.
Bo. Look, Bo.
Oh, see, Bo, he's not a basilisk. Look, he's very nice. Alvin like pets Bo's head.
No. Bo doesn't bite, but Bo doesn't look friendly. Oh. I think maybe I should get a pixie.
That
Yeah.
would be interesting. I've never seen a pixie.
I hope they have some for sale. Did you see what they had? Those
I
wagons?
haven't.
No,
How
I
could
haven't
you
yet.
miss it? They had those big animals out front. Well, on the side of the carriages.
I was busy protecting the caravan, but we'll see it in just a moment.
They're big. Oh, you guys don't look at much, do you?
Apparently not.
Just undead
But that's
stuff.
why we're glad to have you.
Yes, well put.
Will you be my guards?
Yes. For now.
I'll stay with you until you feel like returning to your cousin.
Yes.
Okay, but I can hire you. You know what I want to hire? I want to hire wizards.
I've never met a wizard. I've met a sorcerer.
You have a sorcerer?
I don't have one. He's my friend.
Oh, you didn't hire him.
No, he's my friend.
Is he good? Is he a good?
That depends.
He's interesting.
I mean, but is he powerful?
Yes. He can set
It
things on fire.
depends.
Oh.
He's a little obsessed with fire, I think.
Once
fire's okay.
he stunned everybody in a 40-foot radius for about 12 seconds.
Oh wow, that sounds powerful.
Yes, it was very inconvenient but powerful.
Oh well, maybe he'll want a job when he gets to Waterdeep. I'll talk to my cousin. Maybe we can hire him because you know some people are kind of irritating. Or my dance instructor. I wouldn't mind if he stunned him.
Yeah. I think this could be a very interesting proposal. We'll bring it up to Leafhead when we
Leafhead?
can find.
Okay, leaf head, leaf head.
His name. Oh well, that's fine for now, I suppose.
Leaf head.
Yes. Yes.
So does he go by like a short name, like Leafy?
You can call him Kale for short,
Oh man.
because that's his name.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he also
No, he
enters the leaf head.
prefers to. He prefers. No, he's got.
Kale leaf head?
Yes.
Okay, Kale leaf
Sure.
head. All right.
Alvin feels a little badly.
Okay. We can have a contract drawn up for Kale leaf head. Except I haven't studied contracts yet, but my cousin has. So
Okay, well, for now, Trym is going to talk to our friend over there, and then I'm going to escort you.
And I'm hoping through most of that conversation, Trym and Galdo were talking.
yeah.
So, she just tells him, we're gonna go talk to that emissary and see what we can find out. And, this young man, as you heard, sort of knows, but doesn't know anything about him, so, yeah.
Okay. Well, be careful. I really dislike mixing with the houses of Waterdeep. There's a lot of power there,
Alright, yeah,
and a
well,
lot of political games.
right. Yeah, I'm planning to steer as clear of it as possible, but, at the same time, I am very flustered at this person. And I want to know why they saw fit to convince a dwarf with a great axe that their people with dull armor and swords. Anyway, we're gonna see what we can find out as discreetly as possible. And maybe along the way I can talk to some animals and see if I can find out any more about our important stuff. So, yeah.
Okay. Hopefully Kale will be back soon.
Hey, I hope so too. If not, we'll have to start looking for plumes of smoke, I fear.
Hey, look over there! Con charges in between the two of you and
it
climbs
smoke?
up onto the wagon. No! I'm positive I saw that golden deer. Have you seen that golden? It's a deer. Look! Do you see it?
Alvin follows and looks in the direction he's looking. Does he see a golden deer?
Go ahead, roll perception.
What do I do with the perception roll beforehand? Because I see everything.
Yes, that is what helped you see some of the things that I sent to you separately along the way.
Oh, you sent something to me? Oh.
Well, just little things. To you and Trym. You were asleep through some of it, so. Okay, so Alvin, yeah, you actually see in the distance.
Yeah, so I wouldn't see it because I was asleep.
So you see in the distance there is something gold and glimmery. It looks like a deer, a stag. You see some antlers. It's far off in the distance, but you see something that like that.
Oh, wow, you have good eyes, Con. That does look like a golden deer. I've never seen one of those before.
Yeah, I want it.
You want it?
Yeah,
Why?
I want it because it would be really nice to have, and well, we could use its coat. I could have this really nice fur jacket from it.
You want to make a jacket out of a perfectly innocent living thing.
I have 4 deer skin jackets.
But you want another one?
Well, mine aren't gold.
Hmm.
Well, they're already dead and you can dip them in gold, so let the gold deer live.
I think it's got to be good luck.
Yeah,
That
as long
is.
as you don't kill it. As soon as you kill it, you ruin all the good luck. Just like with a unicorn.
Alvin looks over at Trym, Robin, and Galdo. Are golden deer common? I've never heard of one.
Galdo shakes his head. Well, there has been one that's been seen along these roads. At about this area, and further. It seems to have a wide territory.
Well, I hope it is a good omen. But as soon as somebody shoots it, then we're all doomed. So let's hope nobody kills it. And she gives the kid the eye.
He kind of looks at you. Well, I would have to hire people to kill it.
Yeah, let's hope no one does that. Because then we'll all be doomed.
Okay,
Alvin looks worried about the doom.
maybe the animal merchants have a golden stag.
So, weren't we gonna go check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see if they have a pixie.
Yeah, so let's go see.
How old is Con?
Con is somewhere around 11 or 12.
Okay.
So, what color pixie would you like to get?
Green. I like green.
Oh,
Green is a good color.
Okay, so Galdo is staying with the wagon. He doesn't look too worried about being alone. He is rolling up Kale's bedroll, since Kale is not around to do so.
Okay. And, let me see. It probably wouldn't do a lot of good, but Trym would like to, as they're walking, and definitely now that they've got a rich kid, who's chattering and kind of draws attention to her to himself, she wants to keep her eyes open for anything suspicious among the merchants. And definitely if they go by the lady with the fish and the birds, she wants to keep an eye out there and make sure it doesn't look like anything's gone awry.
Okay.
yeah. Can we both do perception for that?
Yeah, so actually her wagon is on the way to the other merchants that you're trying to intercept or meet, or the emissary. You guys are at Campfire 4. The ones that you're interested in are at Campfire 6, and she was at Campfire 5, essentially. So as you head off to 5, you kind of see Aldrik in the distance because he's got the patrol of Campfires 2, 3, and 4. So as you come up to the next campfire over, there are a couple of people who are up at this time because the sun has come up.
Okay.
They're mostly doing some cooking. The wagon with the birds and the fish is like right before you hit the campfire. It looks deserted. The birds are all kind of almost frantic. There's you can see there's bird seed kind of sprinkled around the wagon, and some of it is in some of the fish tanks. And if you'd like, you can roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
All of us, or just Trym?
Whoever wants to look and tell me what you think you're looking for.
Oh, man. We are not doing well today.
Okay, so I don't think Alvin would investigate because he's mainly going to be keeping an eye on Khan, wary of the fact that he's a little notorious for slipping away from people.
Okay.
So he's going to be less concerned with the wagon than he is with the kid going with him.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys look around the wagon. There doesn't seem to be any signs of anyone at the time. The only footprints you see are small ones that look like they might belong to Khan. Khan climbs up like onto the back of the wagon and grabs one of the smaller cages and says, "Do you think I could just buy one from her even though she's not here? What if I leave her a couple of coins? Like, what do you think? 20 gold?"
Let's wait. Let's go see if there's a pixie first.
Okay, but see, this one's green.
That is a very nice bird. Trym, a little to the side, he's going to say, "Do you maybe want to see if the birds know where she is?"
That's a good idea. Alright, argue with the kid about the bird.
You know what's better than a green bird? A purple bird.
Purple? I don't
Purple.
like purple. My cousin likes purple.
What do you don't like about purple?
I think it's girly.
Okay, well, they're going to argue about that.
Okay.
And Trym just goes ahead and straight up casts Speak with Animals.
Okay.
And she asks one of the birds, "Where's your keeper?"
She's gone. She got taken.
Taken? By
Yes. I don't know.
who? When?
Someone in black. Last night.
Okay, alright, calm down. I'll find her. Which way did they go?
Out that way. To the woods. South.
South? Alright. We'll find her. Are you hungry?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see if we can feed you. And hold you over until we find her.
Yes. That kid has no aim.
I noticed that. I'm very sorry. He did try, though. So, okay, with that, she's going to see if she can find some food for them. And she may even ask the bird.
Yeah, there's some open bags of seed that essentially are what Khan had rummaged through and thrown.
Okay.
So.
Tall people, put this in bird cages, please.
Oh, okay.
Because their keeper is not here. And she gives Alvin and Robin both a look like, yeah, bad news.
Alvin frowns, worried, but puts the birdseed as instructed.
And any fish food around?
Yeah, there's a little thing of fish food right near the bird seed.
Okay, so we'll make sure to take care of that too. Feed them.
Okay.
And
Robin's gonna be like, "Well, I can't believe you like purple. Red's the best color, definitely."
Green. I like green.
Green is a good color. Red's just better.
While they're talking about that, Alvin's going to approach Trym to see what happened.
well, the birds told me that their keeper was taken by a man in black last night. I was under the impression forcefully, not willingly, and taken southward. And they seem pretty worried about her.
Southward? What, out of character, what is southward of us?
Fields of the Dead.
Oh, wow.
So,
Should we inform Vuela?
I think that might be wise. And I think perhaps it should be I that does it. Maybe the two of you should stay with the kid.
I'll certainly stay with him, but Robin has a way of being friendly with people, Trym. Maybe she should go with you.
This is true. This is true. I don't know how friendly you can get with a dwarf, but
You are a very proud person, Trym. And
eh,
sometimes that makes it difficult to talk with others.
well, I won't argue with you on that. So, maybe Miss Robin and I should make sure the two of you get to the Pixie place safe, and then we'll go see Boila from there. And just make sure there's not anyone else looking like they're missing.
Hmm. I'll keep an eye on him while you two do that. Maybe you should stop by and see the emissary as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Alvin will return to the other half of the group.
Yep. So, yeah, they get back to him and say, "Alright, well, let's go get the pixie. We'll leave the birds here for the moment and go see a pixie." And
Yeah,
then Miss Robin
that way we can get a bird on the way back, so we don't have to carry it back and forth. That'd just be heavy.
That is very wise.
Okay, especially since maybe the pixie's bigger than I think. Maybe I'll take 2 hands.
Yeah. So, let's go.
All right. Yeah, so you guys head back towards the very last campfire of the caravan. This one has just essentially the 3 wagons that have the animals. It has the emissary's wagon you recognize, and then one other of the carriages, one of the family ones. It looks like from the description of it, Carbon's family, number 5, and as you approach, you can kind of see why there's not many to this last campfire. The 3 carts with animals take up a large space around the campfire. Most of the outside animals, we'll call them outside animals, are very large. They've got ropes that tie them to one of the wagons so they can travel alongside. And then there's cages on the other ones. A couple of them are ones you can see through. You know, they have bars. Some of them are like boxes with holes or breathing holes in them. And beside the wagons are essentially very large versions of animals. So essentially dire animals. So there's a horse, there's 5 elk that are maybe 1.5 to 2 times the size of what you would normally expect for these types of animals. There's 2 elephants, or elephant-looking things that are looking a little wilder than what you would see for an elephant.
Oh, wow.
And then there's 2 very large beasts that are on 2 legs and look. Let's see if I have a. They look kind of like a featherless bird. Oops. And they're very large. It's almost like seeing a giant ostrich or something.
Chocobo.
So they have, they're very tall, and about 8 feet, and they're red. And their eyes are red too. And you can actually see from those, since they look so out of place compared to all of them look out of place, but compared to the other animals that are recognizable as a version or a larger version of a normal beast, these have the red eyes, and then steam is constantly, it looks like, rising from their nostrils.
Wow.
Alvin is fascinated. What are those?
I have no idea.
So,
And Khan says, "Look at those! You think I can get one of those?"
I don't know where you would put it.
Trym is gonna look around for any, like, large dogs. In the area. Snap.
So if you'd like, you can do an Arcana check.
I just got a feeling. I don't know. See here. Maybe I'm just overthinking everything, but
Nice roll.
Nice.
Okay. So the animals that you see in front of you, you recognize that they don't look like they are necessarily magic, the large animals, but they might have been, their ancestors might have been brought about with a little bit of magic infused into the normal gene pool. Except the only
and I
The
was
only
checking the whole
exception
area, not
are
just in front
the
of me.
weird, we call them ostrich-like things. Well, they don't seem magical. They seem very related to fire.
Ooh.
Um,
Elemental critters.
So yeah, I wasn't just checking those guys in front of us. I was checking the whole area, if I could.
so yeah, as you guys approach the cart, the carts, Con kind of like slows down and says, "Do you think? I don't think they eat pixies, right?"
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Con asks if they eat people? Or eat pixies?
Okay, I'm not hearing you guys, which makes me think it might be something with my Discord. Hold on one second.
Okay.
That's pretty funny, Trym.
Yep, that was perfect.
No, I still can't hear you. I might have to more hard reset you guys.
Uh-oh.
Were you able to hear me?
Yeah, we
I'm
can hear
thinking,
you.
oh,
Can you
did
hear us
all
now?
of those descriptions kind of disappear. Okay. All right. I will be back.
Cue the elevator music while we deal with technical difficulties.
And the Jeopardy music.
Yeah.
Do, do,
Do,
do,
do,
do.
do, 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 do. Pour me over and tip
Okay,
me
that's much
out.
better.
Ah, yay!
I was just all, I see their lights going.
Oh no!
I think it's fascinating that they chose those I'm a Little Teapot for the Jeopardy theme music.
Yeah. The Con said he was asking if those elemental things eat pixies. Well, I guess Alvin is another elemental, but the ostrich featherless creatures?
Yeah, or any of them.
I don't know. Alvin looks just as curious.
Do you see a merchant anywhere?
Should I roll perception?
Um, yeah, go ahead, roll perception. It's not that difficult. So.
Do not underestimate my ability to roll low. Okay, well.
All right. So, yeah, you look among the three from a little bit of a cautious distance. You look among the three wagons, and there is one halfling there that seems to be writing stuff down, and then there's a human that's late teens, pretty young, who's feeding different animals and cleaning up manure and doing a lot of the labor.
Oh, see, right over there. Alvin points, and then more loudly says, hello? And he waves.
Yeah? Yeah? Are you from Buela saying it's almost time to go?
No, we were just walking by, and my young friend here wanted to take a look at your wares.
Oh.
He's also curious to know whether any of them eat pixies.
No, young fellow. You can see he's looking very carefully up and down the clothes of Khan as if he's like pricing him. He says, "Are you looking for anything in particular, young man?" "A pixie. Do you have a pixie?" "Oh, no. I have better than pixies, though. I have quite a few. If you're not looking for a large animal, I have quite a few smaller animals. But I do have large animals, too, not just the ones you see here."
What kind of animals do you have?
"Oh, what are you looking for? Are you looking for something to eat? Something that might be a companion? Or something to keep in a menagerie?"
Well, Tom, what are you looking for?
I believe he's looking for a pixie.
A riding dog.
A riding dog? Alvin looks at Trym curiously.
I don't have a riding dog. I have a panther.
I'll pass.
You could call it
it's a
Scarecrow.
It is a special panther.
A special panther, eh?
Yeah, this one's a healthy one. Sometimes these get up to 10, 12 feet. This one is 13 feet.
Sounds like a whopper. Wink.
Yeah.
Is it a barbaric panther?
No.
Oh.
No.
I can take a look at it.
Okay, but before you look at it, just tell me, do you know anything about wizardry or arcane magic?
Tiny bit. I know it usually gets me into more trouble than it gets me out. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Depends on who's using it.
Okay, but you don't use it, right?
No, not really.
Oh, then come on over. But don't put your hands in the cage.
Okay.
Okay, and I've got a little glass area. Okay, so he takes you over to one of the wagons. It's got a very large cage on it. Not as big as it isn't the largest cage on the wagon, but it's a very large box. It has slotted holes. In other words, there are holes for air that don't go straight in, and you can't put a hand through it. But he leads you along the side. It does have a transparent a piece of glass there that you can look in. It's not very wide. He puts down a barrel so you can step up to look in.
How thoughtful.
Okay, and as you look in, you do see a very large cat in there, and it it in one light it looks black, and in the other light it looks almost translucent, like you can almost see through it.
Ooh. Looks expensive. And
Yes.
maybe not necessarily a rideable?
Oh, no. Mostly for hunting.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
But
is-
you don't look like the type that gets scared easily, because if you're the type that scares easily, these have been known to turn on their owners.
It wouldn't surprise me. And no, I'm not the kind that scares easily. But I'm also not the kind that really goes out and does a lot of hunting either. It is a beautiful creature, though.
Yeah. I'm going to have you go ahead and do a wisdom saving throw.
You're gonna buy it whether you like it or not.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Sports fans, get ready for this. Oh,
Oh, wow.
wow.
Wow. Good
And,
job.
I am actually going to have Alvin and Robin do one as well.
What?
So wisdom.
Yes.
So it's a wisdom save, not straight wisdom.
Well, here we go.
It's a wisdom save.
Oh,
Lord.
boy.
Do I make it?
Yes. Okay. So, Alvin, for some reason, even though you can't see what's in the box, you get very scared for a moment. It's something, just you don't want to get any closer to that wagon.
Oh, okay. Alvin looks very concerned. I'm gonna stand over here next to the. Is Alvin saying anything else?
There's two other wagons, because Trym had moved forward to the forwardmost wagon.
Okay, then Alvin's next to one of those wagons. Whichever one's fine.
Okay. Yeah, you see these also have boxes. In some of them, you do see spiders. These are the caged ones that have like the standard bars, but the spiders can't fit through them. One of them has like many of these. There's 2 spiders per box, and there's, if you look at it, over 20 boxes.
Oh,
And then there are larger ones that also contain spider-like creatures that are not exactly spiders, but look close enough. And then you also see in the other wagon, you see large basketball-sized toads, 4 of them.
toads.
Yes, toads.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stand over here next to the almost as terrifying spiders and toads. Okay. You guys have fun over there. I'm gonna hang out with Spidey over here. Hello.
We'll just wrap things up over here.
Is Trym speak with animals still up?
Let's see. Does it last about 10 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, you might be able to get a tail end of a little bit of. A few questions in.
Okay, well, she just, she kind of leans a little closer to the cage and she says, hello? Are they treating you well here?
Well enough for humans and whatever that little thing is.
What little thing?
Whoever drives this cart.
I see.
I'll be free enough soon.
Planning to help yourself out? Or expecting someone to buy you?
Oh, I'll get out when I need.
I see. You're a clever one.
Yes.
I expected as much. You look like it. I must
Yes.
say, you are very impressive. And very beautiful.
Oh, I know I'm beautiful.
I thought you might. Well, I shan't bother you anymore.
No. I'm waiting for something darker to hunt.
Yeah. Be nice if I could get your help on some stuff. Might make my life a little easier. But, never mind that.
No, I don't feel like helping you.
Yeah. Most cats don't.
No. But, rest assured that under the right circumstances, you should be flattered. I would eat you because I prefer the meat of intelligent creatures.
Well, I am flattered, actually. I would consider it an honor if you tried to eat me. I'm not sure that
Yeah.
it would work out very well for you.
Perhaps someday you shall check that challenge.
I look forward to it.
Yes, you do seem smarter than the last creature that looked in on me.
She smiles and steps away from the cage and looks back at the salesman and says, a very marvelous creature, but not interested in buying that one. Do you have any, maybe just even small dog companions? Types?
I have hawks.
Well, that might could be useful. I'm looking for a somewhat intelligent creature that could help me find things.
Find things? Yes, I have some hawks. They are about they're larger than the normal hawk,
Oh,
but they definitely can see lots of things.
that might be useful. Okay. Want to take a look at that?
Unless you want the toads.
And no.
There are toads over here,
Yeah,
next to the spiders.
those toads are special. They're baby toads. They'll grow to be the full-size dire toads. Have you seen dire toads?
These are babies?
Oh yeah. Have you seen dire toads?
I get
No.
the feeling dire toads and halflings probably don't mix well.
Oh yeah, maybe not halflings. Humans are okay. Halflings they might try to swallow whole
Yeah.
once they're adults.
Yeah, let's stick away. Let's move away from anything that could try to swallow me whole once it grows up.
Kanto, I want one.
That may not be the wisest decision, Con. You are not that much larger than a halfling right now.
Oh, but how long do they take to grow up? Because then maybe I'll be bigger when they get bigger.
You were wanting a pixie, remember?
Oh, they need a pixie, huh?
Yeah.
Certainly.
That's right. Okay. I guess you guys are right. What?
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Trym was just gonna say that she would be interested in checking out the hawks.
Okay. He says.
Robin is too. Robin wants to come and check out the hawks too.
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes to the third wagon, and there are large cages there, and the guy who's been cleaning and feeding and stuff steps aside and moves to the other side of the wagon. And he goes, okay, so these birds are juveniles. They're not quite full grown. When they're full grown, they'll be able to take down a pig or a sheep, maybe a small horse. But right now, they're only about 4 feet long, and once they spread out their wings, they're only about 8 feet right now. They'll get above 10 feet when they're done growing.
That sounds expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people like to eat these dire animals, but I think they have more utility not being eaten.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I have a snake too, if you'd like it.
No, thank you. I'm all right. You don't have any regular size animals, do you?
Just the horses pulling my cart.
Okay.
I will say you don't look like the type of person that I normally sell to. I also have quite a selection of bats.
Oh, cool.
I'm not interested in bats.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well,
I'm just wanting a smallish companion animal that could help me find things, or something that I could ride. Which, I think I could ride one of those hawks once it grew up, but that sounds really expensive.
yeah, they're not so good at giving rides. They're rather independent sorts. I did. You could consider taking a bone bat. They often will be good as messengers or guardians. But you don't look like you're into necromancy, I'll tell you that.
No.
Oh, well,
No,
that's too bad, because these are rather undead. But they are very commonly used by, like, red wizards and such. Or, I have quite the bat selection this season. Normally I don't have so many bats. I do have a few night hunters too.
Look, can I see some of your bats? That sounds really cool.
Oh, yeah, you can see one of the bone bats if you'd like.
I want to see some of your other bats.
Oh, okay. Well, the night hunter is rather big. I'd rather have him sedated or put to sleep before you see him.
Oh, cool.
And then I do have 2 sinister bats. Well, they're not bats, but they're related to bats. They're from the Underdark.
Cool. I have no idea what that is, but that sounds cool.
Okay. Well, for all their name, they're not evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The other ones, bone bats and night hunters, they're a bit evil, but sinisters are not. They just look evil.
Who named
Oh,
them?
cool. So, would they have to be sedated for me to see them too, or
No, you would be able to see them.
how big are they?
They are very large. So they fly silently. And they're about... Sorry, I'm looking at the size. They are about 6 feet tall, 9 feet when their wings are out. And unlike the bone bats, they are not undead.
Sounds like something that could easily swallow a halfling.
Yes, but they don't tend to eat halflings.
Tend to?
No, anything will eat anything if they get hungry enough, but
Alvin looks at Bo curiously.
Bo licks his lips.
Alvin blanches.
Well, I think we'll pass all the bats.
Yeah, they look really, really cool, but
The laddie here, though, he's looking for a pixie.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't like to carry pixies. They tend to be a little more trouble than they're worth.
We can keep taking a look, Trym, if you want to continue with what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. So, Miss Robin, I think you're with me. And we'll be off now. Thank you very much, sir, for showing us your fine creatures.
Okay, so I can show the kid the elk. The elk are very calm and tame.
That sounds nice. What do you think, Con?
All right. I kind of wanted to see the bone bats.
They eat people.
No,
Sometimes.
he said the bone bats didn't.
If anything eats anything, he said it. I was there.
Oh, do you think they'd eat Bo?
I hope not. Alvin looks at the guy. Do they eat basilisks?
Do you have a basilisk?
I do. He's right here. Alvin shows him Bo.
No. Oh, well, that's not the standard type of basilisk I'm used to seeing.
He is very special.
Though I will tell you, I don't look at basilisks that closely.
Well, he has been a little bitey recently, so it's best that maybe you don't get too close.
Yeah, well, you know, you guys aren't very good for sales, I'll tell you that.
But we are excellent, conversationalists.
Well, kid, what do you think? Do you think you might want to buy something? Yeah, I said so. I want a toad.
Where would you put it, Con?
Oh, I'd put it under my cousin's pillow.
I don't think it would fit there.
sounds wonderful.
Have you seen
That
how
sounds
large
like a
they are?
wonderful idea. I think we should do
Alvin
it.
shows him, like, if he needs to, he'll pick him up and lift him so he can see how big the toads are.
Yeah, the toads are very big. They like, even at that point, they kind of like blow out the little air bladder and grow another like 50%.
See, it definitely would not fit under a pillow. Unless your sister's a giant, or excuse me, your cousin's a giant, which I don't think she is.
No, but maybe she could sit on it and they'll make one of those farting noises.
I approve of this idea.
How would you convince her to sit on it?
Oh, yeah. I'd have to
I
hide
can
it
help you
under
with that.
all
I
her
can help you with that.
All right, are Robin and Trym still here? I thought you guys left.
Yeah, I thought we left too.
I thought so too, but I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just clarifying. I just want to make sure because I would have included you in the conversation if I had known.
So are we here or gone, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think we walked off and we're leaving them
Darn.
to their conversation.
Because
How much is the toad? How much is this toad? Well, and he looks over the kid again. 4,000 gold. Oh,
4,000, even to Alvin, that's a lot because that's way more than he has.
oh, I have it. I don't know if my cousin will let me buy it. Then that kind of ruins the surprise. I'll talk to her. This is a long trip. I'll talk to her.
That's a good idea. We should definitely double check with her.
Okay. All right. So at this point in time, Trym and Robin are approaching the carriage that is for the giant emissary. There's a couple of guards out front, not the ones that you've talked to before. These guys seem to be orderly. They seem to be a little older, a little more. They stand a little bit more confidently, and have more of a prepared stance.
I'm beginning to suspect or understand why they sent the other 4 off. Because I would do the same exact thing if I were stuck with them.
And this is why I asked for Robin to go along.
Trym salutes as she approaches, and I guess halt in front of the guards, and introduces herself. I am Trym Oakstone, and this is my friend here, the bard Robin. I cannot remember her last name, but that's probably how she would introduce her anyway. And we are here to see the emissary, I guess it is, who so kindly relieved us temporarily of our duties as caravan patrol. And we had heard rumor that the emissary was impressed with our skills. And, yeah. Just wanted to come talk and clarify a few things.
Trym Oakstone? Okay. I can let Mr. Eatonel know that you would like to speak with him. I don't know if he knows you.
I don't know either, but yeah, this is
yes. We are also here with our friend Porking Club, and
we're here to clarify some things.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He knocks on the carriage door. Mr. Eatonel, there's some people here to see you. It opens slowly. There's a older man. He's got bright red hair and this gray beard, and he's dressed in very practical traveling clothes. Still good quality, not patched. The coloration is very conservative, but still has a bit of color in it. It's got it's like red and brown striped.
Okay.
Yeah, can I help you?
Trym gives him a slight bow and introduces herself again, and then explains the whole bit with the guards, the 4 guards, or Beulah coming up first and explaining that her and the others had been temporarily relieved, and in their place were these 4 young, clearly inexperienced guards who supposedly had been hired by him, and he had ordered them to work. And then she just ends by, I was just wanting to clarify if this was all in fact true.
Oh, well, young miss, I have to admit to you that there's been a bit of a misunderstanding. You see, I hired these guys based on a recommendation from a friend, but I realized that that friend owed me money, so he might have been choosing people that weren't going to work for this entire trip. So I talked not to Abuela. I don't know her very well, but if we're talking about who owes who money, I talked to her captain of caravan guard, and he said he could find a spot for these guys they didn't have a very good sense of humor. I actually don't think that the wizardy guy actually knew any spells. Because, when the worms came through, uh, they weren't the best of fighters. Luckily, my guys, they're good. They kept me safe. Um, Even if something was spewing worms, they were good. But these guys were, I think they weren't very seasoned.
Yeah, I was getting that impression just from the few moments we were speaking to them. Uh, so, alright, I understand now, and I must admit I probably would have done the same thing in your position, though I am rather shocked that Buela didn't test them.
Oh, well, like I said, I didn't talk to Buela. I talked to her chief, why don't we call him? And he's the one who said he'd get them a placement more suited to being safer for me, at least.
Alright. Well, I'm so glad we were able to clear this up then, and I'm understanding better now. She looks at Robin. Are we understanding better now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, alright. I think we are.
They were entertaining, though. Don't get me wrong. They talked a good story. They had lots of good stories about when they, fought giants and stuff. But I'm going to go be a diplomat to the giants, and I don't need people talking about fighting them. At least not around me.
Yeah, that's good. At least they weren't talking about how they fought a blue half dragon and saved the town or anything. That would be embarrassing. So, yes, alright. Well, I understand completely now. And I'm very sorry to have bothered you this early in the
No
morning.
bother, no bother. This is a long trip. If you ever want to join me for some food or to break bread, I'd be pleased.
I may take you up on that offer at some point. It is very generous. Thank you very much. So, alright, I'll take my leave. I and my friend here will take our leave now, and we'll bid you a very wonderful day.
So, it's an honor to meet you.
It was nice meeting the both of you as well.
And she's going to give him a deeper bow this time, and then turn around. And once they're kind of out of earshot, she's going to tell Robin, I wouldn't mind working for him. Not that I really want to. He's just
you getting a little soft on him?
He seemed like a decent fellow. Not at all like what I expected.
Oh, didn't I ever tell you my last name, or did I not?
I don't know that you ever did. You or your brother. What is it?
My last name is Shakas.
Oh, alright. I'll have to write that down, like on my arm or something, until I can memorize it. I'm a little slow on that stuff. But at least now I know I have more or less got free reign to teach those 4 greenhorns something about the world.
That would be fascinating. I'd like to see that.
I would too. Okay, so let's stop by.
Maybe I can help.
Oh.
Teaching them a lesson.
Yes, we should plan something. Coordinated effort. I like this idea. But we'll do that a little later. Right now, let's check on Alvin and the kid. And then we need to go talk to Buela, because there's been something going on. Definitely with that bird and fish vendor. Did you catch what was going on there?
Not much. I'm sorry, what?
Well, I spoke to one of the birds there, and it seems that their vendor, or keeper...
Oh yeah, I got that part. I got that part.
Alright. Yeah, alright. Yeah, so we've got a missing bird and fish keeper.
Mm-hmm.
Need to talk to Abuela about that.
Maybe
yeah.
we could, like, borrow one of her birds so they could help us find her.
That is an idea. That is a very good idea. We might try that. And I'm wondering, what is the purpose of people disappearing?
Yes.
And if it's at all tied in with you-know-what.
Indeed.
I guess we'll find out more later. Anyway, let's go check on Alvin and the cat and make sure they haven't bought themselves a terrible creature that's going to consume us all in fire and wrath.
Look, Trym, you bought a beholder. Its name is Beauty.
It's a baby one.
Its name is Beauty.
Oh no! Beauty in the eye of the beholder. Oh my god. Trym would lose it. She'd just flip her snot right there. Be like, nah! Oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah, so as you guys return to the cart, Connite is looking at a bone bat and thinking of buying him. But he only has 500 gold on him, so he's kind of sad.
Yeah, Trym is, like, not approving of this whole looking at a bone bat bit.
Robin just wants to get going.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't we just leave Alvin here and we go and tell her about that thing?
Before you... Do you tell Alvin what happened with the emissary before that, or you guys just peace out?
I think we're just gonna peace out.
Okay, never mind then.
Well, Trym would probably...
Robin's going to just peace out.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, Trym might suggest to Robin that she go on up to our camp and explain to Galdo what's happened with, like, the bird and fish vendor. That way he's on board too. And then...
Okay, I can go do that.
Yeah, and then we'll meet up there.
Alright.
Alright, and then she goes to Alvin and she explains how that whole thing with the emissary went. And that he had invited her and Robin at least to come eat with him sometime. And she's considering, maybe taking the whole group over there at some point.
So you don't think that Abuela maybe hired them to keep an eye on us? If she's suspecting us.
If she's suspecting us, she could have, but at the same time, she's a dwarf, and I see a lot of stuff about dwarves, but typically they're not into hiring incompetents, because that would just be wrong for them to pick out someone more incompetent than themselves.
Okay. Alvin was confused, but he'll take Trym's word for it.
Don't tell Aldrik I said that.
Why?
My comments about dwarves don't usually apply to him.
Why?
He's an exception to most dwarves.
Is he not a good dwarf?
Oh no, he's a very good dwarf. It's other dwarves that usually aren't very good dwarves. It's all confusing and convoluted.
Yes, it is.
If we could get the kid back to his cousin.
What? No, I don't want to go back to her.
Why?
Because she's boring. And then she'd probably make me study things like about dwarves.
But if you learn about dwarves, then you could talk like this. Alvin talks in Dwarvish. See? Like this.
That's not a very pretty language.
But it is an effective language. And he looks at Trym. Right?
Yeah, yeah. And do you know that dwarves typically get to see more amazing creatures in their mountains and dark tunnels? And typically they're also the ones that find like these bone bats and stuff than any other person in the world.
And gems. I heard they find gems.
Exactly. So it is worth it to study a few things about dwarves. And besides that...
Okay, I'll go back.
Mhm.
If you take my cousin out of the carriage so I don't have to look at her for this trip.
How are we supposed to do that?
I don't know. Take her on a date.
What?
Oh man, I wish I was there. I wish I was there. I wish I was there. I wish I was there.
Oh my word, this is hysterical. Well, the whole idea just popped.
Alvin looks at Trym. Trym, do you like that kind of person?
No, Alvin, but she might like you.
Me? No, she did not like me at all.
Just-
He looks at
just
Con.
say-
Says, Con, you remember she didn't like me at all?
Well, just, say you're a lord after all. Just pretend, and then she might change her mind.
You want me to lie?
You could be
Con.
the...
If there is
Lord,
one thing you should know about me, is that I am not a good liar.
Actually,
Okay.
Alvin, if you put on your mask, your basilisk mask, and we could have Miss Robin help you out with the clothing a little bit, and...
You're not calling me Alvin, right? I'm Porkin.
Oh, no, Porkin. Yeah, Porkin.
Okay.
Of course. I keep forgetting about that. But yeah, I should be calling you Porkin.
So, because technically, out of character, Alvin already does look like a different person.
Right?
Yes.
So she could just help you freshen up your clothes, and you could put on that nice mask of yours, and... I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how this would turn out. Just saying. At the same time, young man, your cousin can't be all that bad to look at. You ought to see the cousins I had to look at as a kid.
Why were you looking at your cousins?
She just looks at Alvin like, wow. And
Is that common for halflings?
well, whenever you have to sit and study in the same room, it kind of is.
Oh.
Or braid their hair, or anything else, or watch them all get married, and all that stuff. Anyway, then she turns back to Con, and she's like, besides that, if we take your cousin out of the carriage where you can't see her and you can't talk to her, then how are you going to talk to her about getting any of these animals you like?
Well, I'll talk to her later. I don't want, she's going to give me the whole lecture of where was I, what was I doing, why was I out, talking to the peasantry. Well, she doesn't say that, but I say that.
I see.
Peasantry.
Look, Mr. Club, you could be, Sir Peregrine Club. There we go.
Sir Peregrine Club?
Yes.
That's my cousin's name.
See, just pretend to be him.
But-
Alvin,
I'll
I actually like this idea. How about you put on your
Uh.
basilisk mask and you can walk up with the boy and just tell his cousin that you and him have been taking a leisurely stroll talking about...
Listen, I am really not comfortable lying. I'm already uncomfortable right now for a reason you probably understand.
Yeah, this is true.
I don't know how to lie on top of a lie, Trym. I can barely lie in the first place.
Trym sees that this is like going to quickly fall apart.
This is not going to end well. My master My master said the man who can keep a secret may be wise, but he's not half as wise as the man who with no secrets to keep. So, if anything, maybe I should just not lie at all, and just tell her.
Alright, calm
Uh,
down. Calm down.
Alvin's very concerned.
Just calm down. It's gonna be. Just calm down. Alright. Laddie, let's get you back. And we'll figure out something with your cousin. And so.
Maybe I can just talk to her and explain. Maybe she'd be okay with you going out more often if I'm with you.
There's an idea. You could tell her that you hired him.
Oh, yeah, can I hire you?
You don't have to hire me. I'll just go with you.
No,
I don't need money.
But if I hire you, then you have to do what I say.
That's fine. You're good at lying, right? You can tell her you hired me, but you don't actually have to pay me anything.
Oh. But if I pay you, then I can tell you what to do.
Yes, but this way we can be friends. Friends don't pay each other, okay?
They don't buy friends. Okay.
No. Alvin looks at Trym to make sure. They don't buy friends, right?
Right. She's
Okay.
nodding.
Yes, right. Alvin confirms.
I wholeheartedly agree with this idea that you just tell your cousin that you hired him as your personal guard. I think that could very well impress her, especially if she if she does see a demonstration of Alvin's abilities. And then the two of you can just be friends and you don't actually have to pay her.
Why does everyone want a demonstration of my abilities?
Well,
You're gonna hit me too.
I highly doubt she'll hit you.
I've never seen her hit anyone.
Oh, well, that is
She
comforting.
glares a lot, though.
Well, I'm used to that.
So, it just may be something that she may ask you to do, is demonstrate your abilities. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. I don't know. Those sorts of people can be fickle.
I'm sure she's a very nice lady. She did order the private guards to help the caravan guards when they were about to be overwhelmed.
Alright then. It's settled. So, off you go back to your cousin's carriage with Alvin, Porkin, whatever.
Alvin is my cousin, Trym.
Yeah, that's right.
My other twin cousin.
Right, that one. I'm getting all your cousins confused.
I have a lot of them, apparently.
I do too. Alright, so the two of you off, and I am going back to our camp to see Miss Robin and the others there.
Okay. All right. So, Alvin, you head back towards the camp that Khan's cousin is at, and you see that the carriage has been kind of like turned around, like it's getting ready for travel. The two guards that are there look to be different than the two guards from the night before, and as you approach, you also notice that Khan's pace is like slowing down.
Are you okay, Khan?
Yeah, do I have to go back? Why don't I ride with you guys? I think I'd like to ride with you guys. I think it'd be more fun.
There's not a whole lot of room where we are, Khan.
No.
But you could say I'm a driver. I could be a driver.
We already have a driver, and he's a little grumpy about it.
About driving?
He's just grumpy in general.
Oh, okay. Always?
I mean, when things involve fire, he's a little bit less grumpy. But that's usually when you want to be around him the least, so.
Okay. Well, I could be a guard.
You could talk to Wildy about that. He also wanted to be a guard for about 3 hours.
Oh. Wildy's a driver. He could teach me how to drive.
He could. Let's talk. I'll talk to him about it for you.
Do I have to go back?
Just for now.
All right. But really, I think I should just hire people to do my lessons.
That would defeat the purpose of your lessons.
Why?
Would you then have the people teach you what they learned?
No, they just help with the decisions.
How would you know they wouldn't lie to you?
Because I would choose good people.
How would you know they're good?
Like, you're good. You won't lie for me.
Do I accept money from you?
No.
Okay. I'm not interested in money. I'm just trying to help you, okay?
Okay, so you would be an advisor that I don't pay.
I wouldn't call me an advisor. I don't really know enough to do that kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm just your friend.
But friends can be advisors.
That's right. I can advise you on things like going to your lessons.
Okay, I don't like your advice. You're fired.
Oh, okay. I don't think you hired me in the first place.
Okay. All right, I'll go back. But I'm going to show up in the afternoon. You just wait.
Okay, I'll be looking forward to it.
Oh my word.
Okay. So yeah, you head back. The guards immediately spot you guys. They kind of say, your cousin's been looking for you. Her ladyship. Yeah, I know. So he like climbs. He doesn't knock. He just climbs into the wagon. You kind of hear a female voice saying something to him, and you hear Con going, "Yeah. All right, just hand me those papers."
Okay, Alvin will linger for a minute to make sure he's actually going to stay and do his work.
Yeah, it's quiet. The guards kind of almost one gives just a little upturn of his lip in a smile, and the other one actually kind of gives a frown. So, and then they thank you for taking care of his lordship.
No, that's no trouble. Okay, well, I will be returning to my own camp then.
They nod at you.
Have a good day. And Alvin will leave.
All right. Yeah, as you head back, you notice there is a lot more activity going on among the camps. The caravan is getting ready to go. It is still early enough in the morning. Aldrik is just finishing his patrol, and looks a little tired as he says, "So, see, guys. So we were fired." As he returns back.
That's, more or less. I'm hoping to clear that up a little bit with Boila. At the same time, not complaining too much. At the same time, I'm complaining a little bit because I don't like getting fired when I've been doing a perfectly fine job and being shown and my job being handed off to greenhorns. But, yeah. I'll just have to figure out some way to hook up on some greenhorns. Anyway, but that's not the most pressing thing. Most pressing thing is that I found out from a bird, literally, a little birdie told me, that the vendor, the merchant, the keeper of the sparkle fish and the birds went missing last night. and force
Did
mage missing.
she get turned into worms?
No. No, the bird told me that a man in black came and grabbed her and took her toward the south. So, yeah.
Aren't Kale's pajamas black?
Are they?
Oh my god, did Kale steal the lady?
No. No. So help me. So help me. No, so help him. Lathander, help that boy. If he is the one that did that,
He wouldn't just kidnap somebody, right?
I would
Where am I here?
Wait, is Alvin back? I forgot.
Yeah,
Is Alvin
yeah,
back?
because this is the end of Aldrik's watch, so you guys have all returned to the wagon. Kale still isn't back. Aldrik says, "Okay, just scratch that. It was a long night. I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't think Kale wears pajamas." Kind of wanders off. Gets into the wagon.
I don't know that he does either. I think he just stays in the same clothes all the time. But so help me, if he ever does that, he won't have enough fire to put out the fire that I will put on his pants.
I don't think he would do that without a justified reason. That doesn't really sound like him. Even if it's crazy logic, he still has logic to what he does.
This is true. Alright.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. I don't know, do we want to call it here and wait to actually speak to Buela until next week or whenever?
Yeah, I think we can pretty much call it. What we'll say is, you guys are getting ready for the caravan to go into motion. Over this next week, if there's anyone like on the roster that you wanted to just kind of have a small interaction with or ask questions, you could just let me know. And we could have that as part of the getting ready for the caravan to move off for the next day. Except, yeah, at this point in time, you do not know where Kale is. Wildy comes by the camp and says that Buela has sent him to go drive the wagon with the birds and the fish,
Okay.
because she doesn't want to leave it alone.
No, so
out in
she
the
knows.
wilderness.
Oh, I guess she doesn't know she got dragged off. She just knows it's empty.
Yeah, she just knows it's empty. She's not quite sure what's happening, but she doesn't want to wait, and she doesn't want to leave the wagon.
So who got sent to where?
Wildy got sent to the sparklefish wagon to
Ah.
drive it, which that's gonna make Trym kind of desperate to try and find that lady. So,
I mean, if she got dragged off to the fields of the dead last night, then she's kind of...
Oh yeah, we were going to do something about getting one of those birds to help find her.
yeah, we wanted to get the whole group on board though. So, and also wanted to let Buela know.
I don't really think we can spend time searching for her, can we? I doubt the entire caravan or Buela herself is going to let us stop to go journey to the fields of the dead after this woman.
True. I don't know. Trym's still gonna want to talk to Buela and just... feel
Yeah,
it out.
certainly.
And if not, she's gonna be... She'll probably try to go off to the fields of the dead on her own or whatever, and then just try to catch up with the caravan later or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out.
That can be a discussion for next time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Over the time. Maybe we can chat with Buela over the
during
week.
the
Yeah, that works too.
week.
In character chat.
Yeah. We can do that in the in-character chat. If you feel as if you would, you're kind of explaining to Galdo what you found, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I came back early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Galdo also feels uneasy. He knows Oin a little bit from previous trading ventures and such. and says, as far as he knows, she has not gotten involved in any nefarious schemes. So he is worried. He's also worried about Kale being missing, and
Yeah.
Galdo wouldn't think that's in Tarnum would have any interest in this, would he? It's a person in black automatically makes you think that it's in Tarnum.
yeah, he's unsure because she wouldn't deal with them probably, and it seems a little odd that a fish and bird merchant would go missing.
Okay.
So he does tell you, Trym, that I don't know if you proposed that idea to him about letting the birds loose, and
Or at least one.
Yeah,
he does,
one.
he does tell you that the small red birds are pretty intelligent and also very good about finding things, so you might choose that bird
Okay.
to go look.
Good to know. Definitely.
And scout. Okay? All right. And then, yeah, we can continue this in character.
So
chat.
did it work? Trym? Did you get it recorded?
I hope I'm gonna have to listen through it, and it won't actually be the recording thing. It'll be a little different. It's something I already had downloaded, so, and I've done a little bit of playing with. I've just never done strictly audio with it. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. It says it's been getting the audio, so.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
It was fun. I liked Khan, by the way.
Yeah.
That was fun.
All the characters today were awesome.
Yeah, you come up with a lot of really good characters, Cindy. It's really fun.
Yes.
Well,
Even the
let's
Four
see what
Stooges.
happens.
Yeah. Trym cannot wait to get a hold of the Four Stooges.
Yeah, I thought you were giving them, some undue hazing there, but it turns out you were right.
Well, I can tell greenhorns from professional bunch.
Apparently. Alvin won't be so quick to double guess you.
Robin's would love to get somebody some hazing.
Oh, yeah. From a safe
All right.
distance.
Okay, so, yeah, I will leave that one list in the party. I guess we did everything on just this one page. But leave that one list up for you guys in the interim if you kind of want to look at
That'd be
or
nice.
propose anything.
Yeah.
Sounds good. It was
All
fun,
right.
guys. Good night.
Good night.
All
Thanks,
right.
guys.
Good night.